ending of the last one, mainly because something came up and I had to take care of it. I apologize again. Um, I'll try in the future not to do too much of that. I know this is no commentary. I just wanted to let you guys know about like why I had to go. It was just a small personal matter that came up, so that's what that was taken care of. Thank you again. Sorry, and have a good one. Enjoy the video.
Hortense yells at me about big...
I'm real sorry about your friends, Nyoka. No one deserves to go like that. Certainly not folks just trying to get by.
Thanks for saying that. You know, after seeing so many people get chomped, trip into sulfur pools, shot by marauders, I always figured we'd die young.
This ultimatum? That's funny. Sure you are. And what is it you're typical.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? Welcome to... We do, in fact, have a parcel here. You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel. Oh, I'd have to submit... Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning... You're welcome. You do that? Wow. Hey, you know, a positive review from the minister would go a long... Here's your parcel, to be...
Did you have a sweetheart in Stellar Bay?
I had a fling or two, sure. But on Monarch, relationships ain't usually meant to last. A lot of fools tried to impress me, feigning bravado in the wilds, thinking they'd catch my attention with their stories. It was cute.
Must be joking.
Not so cute when their act got themselves munched. You know what's sexy? Confidence. You know what ain't? Disembowelment.
There's nothing to see. Yeah? All right.
How did you get in here? You!
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark!
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck... Drugs, of course. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vent...
He's got no idea what...
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here... How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC head...
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a
Believe me.
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from...
Exactly. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of dissident hunting. It usually doesn't turn out so well for the... Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis District, along with the other major... But only board employees are... There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and... Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. A gilded mini-bar. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply... I merely hid it in a book. There are a few advantages. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me... But they need to know what... Good.
You ever worry all that ammo in your berth might combust?
What? Wait, that's... It can...
Oh, there. That's one right there. Radiating off of him.
For the last time. Access to Byzantium.
How splendid. Another rung leech. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, and here you... Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower. Honestly, what is the board thinking, letting so many of your ilk... What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal... This city is meant for... But now we are... Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. It's beneath me. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. Tell me. Well, it should be if you pay enough. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it were... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What's that?
Beats standing around and talking...
Yes. What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Well, it doesn't matter. Fantastic. I hear the chosen retiree. Unless of... These codes...
The Acropolis District is on... What in the law's name are you on about? Sure. Did I say restricted area?
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
State your business. Please step away. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 30... Now, let's see. I was going to suggest that my... Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently... What? Oh dear.
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? Bet it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching after them. Even me. Even if I ain't keen to admit it.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
What? Something's not...
Don't hurt me!
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
What was
Here
that?
they come!
You picked the wrong damn
You know, I'd been as... That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep... Outstanding.
Waste of company ammo.
Go!
No problem. I'll head over.
Looking for what? few weeks ago was
Anti-Creo's energizing ointment. Enjoy
What's up?
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Yes, I'm aware that you stole a batch of precious chemicals and destroyed an important experiment. Enterprising of you, if irritating. My scientists tell me they'll restore the damage you've done within a matter of months. But I'm not here to talk about minor setbacks. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to... He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication. You are making a serious...
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with two working... Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help... Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve... That's not a plan. That's a god... That makes two things we don't have. Time and chemicals to... None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of... Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, we're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all... Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill... Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the bright... The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy... Merciful gibbering law! You're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship... Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive.
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle...
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but...
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition, you'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen... Certainly. It wouldn't surprise... Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but... Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, the board might notice, possibly, depending on the... I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. Sir?
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise.
We gotta talk about this. You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound... No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Time. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here. Thrilling tales of the unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the edge of... I'm partial to that. Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board. Come on, boss. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for...
So we're really gonna... I've seen lots of crazy, Cap. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending... There's a sobering thought. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a... Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony. I'll do anything for a good story, but I ask... Coming from anyone else, that would sound like a line from one of those Odeon Pictures movies. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on... This is why I like you, Captain. Well, whenever you're ready... Anything else?
Anyone with eyes to see would not be shocked to hear that the colony is dying, but choosing to save themselves and their families and friends at the expense of the rest. I couldn't agree more. Anything you...
Got big messes. Scanning for C2. Thank you, customer Sam.
Something busted, Captain?
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. Welcome back, Captain. How can... Certainly. Cap. What would you like to hear? Now playing a space...
It's not the best choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to... I used to hate math, but then I realized decimals have a point. As you wish. Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna end this here, mainly because this is one of those games where when you end the game, it literally ends the game, and we're about to do that, and I want to go back and do, obviously, most of these fucking missions that I have, especially the companion quest, so I can get the good ending. Other than that, y'all have a good time, and stay out of trouble, unless you are trouble, then keep in trouble. Bye.